Okay. Welcome. I'm back, people, man. Today we're gonna be doing this episode. It's gonna be quite a few episodes, and these episodes are gonna be on the book that I will be reading. The book is called The Blackman'S Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. So there's gonna be the book I'm gonna be reading. You know, if you have any questions or didn't understand anything, and if I could break it down, I'll break it down for you. You know, before we start, I always run this video before we start. We're gonna run this video, then we're gonna.
Okay, I felt the blues back then.
Thank everybody for tapping in. Appreciate the support, man.
Street pains right now.
Hey, yo, foreigner, you crazy for this?
Let's go.
Shout out Real Steel, man.
Yo, the bang. From the corner, get a sack, there Reeves. Niggas always fucking out the back for no reason. Get a check like Nike, this ain't no Adidas. They love me in New York, they treat me like I'm Jared Jeter. From the corner, get a sack, there Reeves. Niggas always fucking out the back for no reason. Get a check like Nike, this ain't no Adidas. They love me in New York, they treat me like I'm Jared Jeter. Niggas out here scared to get a sack, Willie Beeman. Everybody know I play with Rice, Venus Serena. Think my Mason bitch, I nicknamed her Selena. If I shoot my shot, I don't miss Gilbert Arenas. Niggas know they ain't seeing me, John Cena. From the corner, get a sack, nigga, Derek Reeves. Niggas always fucking off the back for no reason. If the laws get behind this bitch, and I'ma leave 'em. Get a check like Nike, but this ain't no Adidas. They love me in New York, they treat me like I'm Jared Jeter. Cross a nigga over, I'm Jimmy Butler with this heater. Niggas know I keep a Drew Brees, that's a Nina. Fuck a lack, I brought my bitch a brand new Beamer. My pop still riding old school Catalina. From the corner, get a sack, there Reeves. Niggas always fucking out the back for no reason. Get a check like Nike, this ain't no Adidas. They love me in New York, they treat me like I'm Jared Jeter. From the corner, get a sack, there Reeves. Niggas always fucking out the back for no reason. Get a check like Nike, this ain't no Adidas. They love me in New York, they treat me like I'm Jared Jeter.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the panel. What's the word, Spear?
Can't call it. What you got going, big old player?
Shit, finna do this book reading, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who the author?
Shiraz Ali.
Okay. Who is he?
It's a woman.
Oh, she. Okay.
Yeah, it's a woman.
Okay.
A Muslim
What's
woman.
The name?
The Blackman'S Guide to Understanding the Black Woman.
Okay.
And then once I finish that one, I'm gonna also read the Black Woman's Guide to Understanding the Black Man.
Who wrote that?
The same person.
Oh, okay. She informative then.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be some good meat for the head.
Okay, let's do it. Hey, can we talk about what she talking about?
Yeah,
After
we
you
can.
read. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see. Hold on, I'm trying to do something on the phone real quick so I can see the comments, because all the comments ain't popping up on here. Yeah, they popping up on Broke the Riches. They popping up everywhere. I can't see them. I can't see. Sorry if I can't see your comment. If I can't see your comment, go to King Solo 23. Go to King Solo 23, and I'll be able to see your comment, because for some reason all the comments ain't popping up, and they going to, because it's going to like 3 different pages. So with that said, we're gonna start this book reading off. It's the Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. The black man and black woman in America have a problem. They do not get along. Before the black man could devise a solution, he must know the components of the problem. The first factor is that the black woman is out of control. She does not submit to guidance by her God-given mate, the black man. Her intentions to overpower and subdue the black man is motivated by several factors. The most prevalent being her self-inflicted, nearly psychotic insecurity. Her disrespect for the black man is a direct cause of the destruction of the black family. That was like a little preface, just getting started, you know. We got another little preface. Jesus. Okay. The black man's guide to understanding the black woman is the culmination of many years of study, observation, and research. It is the forerunner, the first book of its kind to realistically detail the problems between the black man and the black woman in America. It is designed to enlighten the black man to create a revolution of positive change in the black relationship. The major category addresses the black woman's emotional insecurity and related fears and how they contribute to the problem. The black woman's emotional distress is often highlighted during discussion about the problem, but neither side admits the real deal. The men protectively withhold their opinions, and the women just outright lie. Their discourse remains detached and superficial with crucial issues to avoid by unspoken agreement on both sides. Part of this is because the black woman does not know that she has an adjustment problem. She certainly does not believe that her disrespect for the black man is destructive, nor do her opposition to him has deteriorated the black man's nation. The other part is the black man has received no confirmation that what he suspects is actually happening. The black woman misdirected intentions rob her of the security and the satisfaction she longs for, and she continues to lack the solution to repairing her damaged self-esteem by herself. Her confusion about her role and purpose and the interference of Western society have produced her inappropriate behavior. Her main fault is that she wants to have her own way. It is not an unfair generalization to charge the black woman with being out of control due to her rebellion against the authority of the black man. If the black man intends to be successful in mating with a black woman, he must be aware of every aspect of her nature. While this book is not an intentional negative portrayal of the black woman, it will stay singularly focused on her problems. And I will tell the truth about her conditions inside information which has never appeared in print will be revealed with clarity and speed. And I explain why the black woman persists in the face of repetitive error to hold steadfast to the principles that cause her to fail in her attempts to unite with a black man. I am breaking a tradition of secrecy and cover-ups. This book will be met with opposition and anger by the majority of black women. They will charge me with betrayal. Some will argue that my examples are inaccurate, or that they may samples or biased solely on stereotypes and exploitation. Others would claim it a rude, unwarranted attack on honorable black womanhood and label me as a traitor. A few may even swear that this document is autobiography, which is not. We can expect the worst, but the time has come. The black man can no longer be allowed to stumble around blindly trying to overcome obstacles in a black woman he knows little, if anything, about. While this God provides some answers, it is not to be used as a weapon against the black woman or a cause for the declaration of duty by the black man. And it is not a limited work. The black man must take charge of and examine the lives of every black female in his domain. his wives, his daughters, his sister, his aunts, and his mother. Any black woman or black girl he comes into contact with or is responsible for must be studied, corrected if she is found to be out of order according to the black civilized standards. These standards will be discussed. This book is for every black man in America, and it doesn't matter who he is or what he got. His woman is his problem. The black man has suffered and continues to suffer in all aspects of life generated by the problem he has with his woman. He has endured rejection and failure in his personal life almost as calmly as success and triumph naturally. During these computerized, fast-paced times, it is not fashionable for the black woman to be in a submission to the black man. In retaliation, the black man has withdrew his support in all areas. He tries to work his life around the scorn. Still, this report does not absolve or vindicate the black man from the I can't even say the damn word.
Negligence.
Yeah,
Negligence.
my tongue getting tired like a motherfucker.
I got you. I got you.
Appreciate it. In allowing the black man to become distasteful. He cannot continue to shirk his portion of the responsibility for her outrageous and embarrassing conduct. And he is the only one qualified and justified to put the black woman back in order. He must not strive for perfection in the black woman. This is the wrong generation for that. Instead, he must strive for effort and improvement and be insistence of progress. That's a long preface. Nigga ain't finished. When she learns better, she must do better. Some of the remedies in this book will seem harsh and unorthodox, but pain is unavoidable, preceding the birth of a new idea that will born a new black woman to live in peace with the black man. The affected brain may take several generations before the defects subside, but the work must begin now, today. The black man will never be able to excel until he gets his woman under control. Currently, he spars with the white man to preserve his freedom while scuffling with the black woman to defend his wounded manhood. He has become adept to both roles. His work to bring the black woman into submission must begin accordingly. It is likened to stepping into a ring with a wild savage boar, a reckless, fire-breathing dragon that must be tamed. If that black family is to survive, it is the black man's responsibility to win this battle. And lastly, I have taken the unprecedented step because of my love for my people and my dedication to putting the original man back on top. The black man must civilize the black woman before he can have peace with her and before he can stand up and reclaim his nation. P.S. The author recommends that you read this book slowly. Do not try to read the entire text in one sitting because the information is too graphic and it will overwhelm you. Read no more than one chapter at a time in a day. Oh, so this might be short. The chapter is kind of long. It ain't that long. We might do two.
Preface was long.
Huh? The preface was long, right? I know. I was getting winded. I thought I was tripping. I was getting winded. I was like, damn.
Nigga, I thought that was the chapter.
Not.
Hey, but that was enough to have a good discussion on. I said that was enough to have a good discussion.
Yeah. So let's go for it. We can go for it.
All right. So what you think about what she said?
I'm riding with her because I feel like we're not respected as black men. I know to get respect, you got to show respect, but just but without us as black men, a lot of black women would be in trouble, or women, period, because they need us for something, we need them for something. Not it ain't just on the sex.
Nah, it's a culture thing. Like, we understand each other. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna understand no other race other than my own. All right, but see, what you think? Where do you think the problem is stem from? Like where it stem from?
The white people
Well, yeah, that's one.
back in
What
slavery,
the? Not.
they broke. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So it was issues back then, but it's current issues right now where as if they feel like you know that it's almost as if they feel like they're in competition with us because it's like I go through this and I have all these struggles. Like I know, like I'm not trying to. So when we come to them with our issues and stuff, it's like nigga get over it because I got problems too. And I'm gonna tell you how mine is worse than yours. When that's how they look at it, they looking at it as it's competitive. But as with us, most of us, we should we look at it as we understand. Like I'm not trying to take none of your struggle away from you. I'm trying to let you know I understand your struggle, and I'm here for you. I'm here for you to lean on to get through that struggle. But see, when they come to us, they don't want to offer that same support. You see what I'm saying? They want to be like, "Oh, nigga, get over it."
Yeah.
That's just how they act. You know what I'm saying?
But for one, they don't take time to try to understand us like we try to understand them. You know, I think we put
Yeah.
more effort in relationships than they do. You know, that's my opinion. You know, because a lot of them they too bitchy. They complain about every little thing. They don't understand the shit that we go through. We can complain, but we don't complain. We deal with it. Keep moving. Just like when we deal with her and keep moving. When shit we don't want to be there, shit
Yeah.
ain't right.
So where dang, what you had just said something. I had a question about it. Say what you had said.
You know what I'm saying? We don't be able to deal with them. We got problems, you know, but we don't talk about them. You know, we just deal with them and keep moving to provide and stuff and do what we need to do. But yet they don't look at our problems. They just care about their own problems. They don't care about our problems at all. You know, because I guess because we the man, we got to be strong. We always strong, but at the same time, when we got issues, we ain't got nobody to run and talk to. We ain't got nobody. You supposed to be the person we can talk to, but you don't never want to hear it. You too busy. When
Uh,
all actuality, you ain't
okay.
busy because you supposed to be.
Okay, I got.
Nigga, I can't hear you. Okay, what? Real spilled and fell out. I don't know what's going on with him.
What happened, man?
He back.
What happened, man?
You fell out.
Oh, that was me. Oh, okay.
Yo, I ain't did nothing.
You heard my question.
No, I didn't hear it because you fell out.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. So now that so we know that it's everybody has been through some trauma. So how do you, okay, and we know that we have to like coexist with each other in a relationship fashion because what betters us as a people. So how do you go about this like in the beginning?
How do you go about it? I
Yeah,
mean,
how do you start? Like,
for one, I think you go about it by, having communication communication and understanding. And when I say communication, it's just not just listening, it's understanding because you can listen to a motherfucker and not understand what's being said. You know,
yeah,
listen with a
correct, Armando,
listen with an open mind.
and have some compassion.
Yeah,
Like
some compassion.
it's a lot of ingredients that comes with listening. It don't just mean hearing the words. You have to have some compassion. You have to have wisdom. You have to have some relatability to what's going on. And even if you don't relate to it, you gotta imagine it. Like you have to feel what somebody telling you. And they know when you understand them. Just like we know when people understand us when we talk.
Yeah,
It's a
and
lot.
that's
It's a lot that go into it. Sometimes we go through life like we think we ready for certain situations and we not, because we don't know what it entails. The whole we don't think it all the way through. We just know that okay, we just want companionship. We just want somebody. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we don't want to be by ourselves, so we just latch on to what like us, and they might not really like us, or you might not liking them. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thing that comes with like patience. You have to be patient when you
you
selecting
got,
your.
you got to be patient selecting your mate. Yeah,
You gotta be honest with yourself, so you can be honest with her, and you have to be honest, like damn near brutally honest, not insensitive, but just brutally honest about you, and
but when
so
you're
they.
being brutally, honest, they're gonna take it as insensitive. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
you be, you know, in their minds, the way
yeah.
they're programmed.
Yeah, that sensitive, that emotion gonna pick, and
Yeah,
then
they're
you gonna,
emotional.
but you gotta get them time to go ahead and go through that emotion. You can't get emotional with them. You just telling the truth, and they
Yeah,
need to understand this about you before they get into that with you, because this is a part of who you are, and you have to. It's something like you're gonna have to accept things about me, and I'm gonna have to accept things about you. Now we'll work on it, but we have to accept it. You know what I'm saying? It's a acceptance thing. Like everybody don't want to accept people for who they are. Because for the first few months, you faking it for real. Like especially if you just out here trying to, if you out here if you don't know how to, if you just moving off of what you see, you kind of faking it for real because you want to impress, and being in a when you get in a relationship with a woman, you shouldn't have to impress her. You shouldn't have to impress her with things. She should just automatically like you for who you are and try to understand you for who you are. Even with you and this woman that you like you have to get to know her because they be looking good and shit, but they sometimes that shit be like you shake them and then it be like ting 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 ting. The bean in the can. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? You shake it up and down because ain't nothing in that motherfucker.
They empty as fuck.
Yeah, you know what I'm
That's
saying? That's
but
not that's
some men is too, not just the women
yeah,
though.
yeah. But see, this is what I'm saying. Like we all have to make better decisions on who we latch on to because it could be something that stagnate our progress, and it could be somebody who, you know, pushed us to the the highest of the mountain top. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
just have to be very selective, and you have to know like when to let go. Sometimes if it's just not working out, it's okay to let go and move forward. But see, a lot of us when we get into that type of when we get to the point to where it's a breaking point, like we breaking up, like some of us hold on to that damage, so we all y'all the same and all y'all this. You know what I'm saying? It's all y'all they group everybody as if they're the same person. And they don't and then you go to another person to try to heal from that person. And that's not the thing to do. You
yeah,
have to really learn yourself all over again and then process what you learned in that situation so you can do better in the next situation. A lot of women take a lot of their damages, their issues and shit from past relationships and bring them into new relationships. And that kills the current relationship that may be the best thing for her. It's
yeah.
a
It
lot.
could be.
It's a lot. It could, so, I don't want to get preachy, man, but it's a lot. Just like that book. I know that's why that book long because there's a lot to go into it, and I can't. I'm trying to sum it up, but I can't because it's more. It's more that you need to know everything that it come with.
And then a lot of it be they childhood trauma too.
Yeah, but see, you know how to work through that.
Yeah.
You have to communicate, but you have to also make a motherfucker comfortable with talking to you.
Yeah.
Everybody don't want you. You might not be. You gotta present yourself as a person that's not gonna be judgmental. You have to have the patience and to make them comfortable with talking to you. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean tell her all your business. If you do that, you know what I'm saying, she might look at it as hell. This nigga so loose with his shit. Tell this nigga nothing about me.
Yeah, for
You know what
sure.
I'm talking about? So you got it's very careful. You gotta watch for the signs to, you know what I'm saying, get into these in-depth things, that these damaging things that they done been through, you know, so they express it to you. So, you know what I'm saying? But then sometimes, you know, you don't even want to let them do it, because if you ask for it, they give you one so sad, you'll empty your bank account trying to heal her from it, and she still won't be healed. But that's the trick, though. You know, they be trying tricking the shit out of me. But,
well, we're gonna get into chapter 1. And chapter 1 is called Her Childhood. Turn my light on so I can see it a little better. All right. From the very first moment that she's born, she becomes attached to her first teacher, her mother. Her eyes study her mother constantly during the initial bonding process. She learns to smile and form other mutual communication techniques. She is as witty as with any other cub. Is taught survival skills, how to eat, dress, bathe, use a toilet, general manners, and obedience. Most implied by a look or spoken in a certain tone of voice. She is able to understand the language long before she can speak it. She never stopped studying her mother, and she never stopped learning from her. If she is raised by two parents, she studies them both. If she is with the mother or the other females, she learns to tune into them emotionally. She learns to observe the other adults in the same way. She can detect when they are happy, at peace, or sadly restrained or mad. She also pay attention to how her mother treats her father. She learns glances, body language, and mood, the spoken and unspoken message that her mother displays. As the cub, she mimics and includes these practices, right or wrong, as part of her survival skills from the very start. She overhears conversations that her mother has with her friends or relatives pertaining to the father. If all of the mother's comments are supportive and positive, a good, but since the habit of gaming on the black man is 400 years old, tradition here, the inflections are for the most part negative. She listens and she records. The first mental tapes translate into pictures and forms that cannot be erased, at least not for many years. What she overhears as a small child may go something like this. I don't care what your father said. I said, I got to cook and clean up this house before your father gets home because I don't want to hear his mouth. Your father don't run this house. I do. He don't know what he's talking about. He don't know that I know. He don't know what he's doing. John makes me sick. I get tired of picking up behind him. If the father requests something, she may hear the mother say, get it yourself, or you don't tell me what to do. I do what I want to do. Every mother is guilty of using these or similar terminology about her husband when she is tired, exasperated, or angry during the girl child's upbringing. The training message from the mother, the teacher is the black man don't know. Certain references to the black man are made only behind his back. A woman has the the option to choose what she wants to obey. A man is a bother. After hearing various negative influence behind the father's back, then the girl child observes how the mother may front out when the father is present, pretending that she's obedient, everything is fine. The girl child, while too young to actually distinguish between truth and falsehood, watches how trusting and unaware the father is.
well, I'm
Soon
gonna
she,
get something to drink.
soon she concludes that the mother is right. He don't know, which must mean that he is dumb. And as and if he is dumb and that doesn't know what's going on behind his back, it makes the girl child insecure. Her physical strong, but he's physically strong, but we live two lives, one in front of daddy and one behind his back. Since the mother is her mentor and they are alike, she agrees you can't trust him. He is different from us. And the cycle starts. On the other hand, if there is no biological father or stepfather on the premises whom the girl child can relate and observe daily, the scenario may go something like this, especially if the single mother is periodically changing men or dating around. She may hear, I'm going to get that nigga tonight. I keep calling him every night, but he ain't home. Girl, don't believe nothing he say. He just lies all the time. I can't believe nothing he says. I'm going to make him spend some money on me. I got to find me a man. I want to see what he can do. You can't let a man know all your business. The training messages from the mother in this instant is the black man is a liar. Don't believe him. He'll disappoint you. The black man will desert you. No security. Withholding information is a necessary practice when dealing with the black man. And if you are going to deal with a black man, you have to have a plan. While the affirmation statement examples may seem trite or unimportant, remember that they are great significance since they are part of the first introductory impression of the girl child about the black man who is usually not present to defend himself or prove that the charges are not true. To the girl child, these impressions represent the pure truth from a person who takes care of her mother. In the two-parent home, the girl child has an easier time learning how to charm the father and get him to cooperate with her and grant her wishes. She adopts these skills to manipulate a person whom she already believes is not too
Thank you.
sure mentally, according to mom. She also sees that the father will give the mother a verbal order, and later she sees the mother do something else different or in direct opposition. She also learns the politics of female survival regarding chastisement. If the father tells her to do something or reprimands her, she finds that she can go to the mother and get the ruling changed or omitted completely. Above all, she can usually get sympathy from the mother in words, or even more powerful from her mother's eyes would say, do you do it? You know how he is, or I'll make it up to you later, or I agree with you. He's wrong, but do it anyway. In either case, the father's word is deemed questionable and should be examined and verified to determine if it's wrong. Also, that his words can be opposed or rejected successfully. If the father becomes vocally angry with the mother, she may show her protectiveness by sending the girl child from the room or outside to play. If the father is rightfully angry, unbeknownst to the child, the mother may be extra nice to defer his attention from the issue to get his mind off of it. The father may be right, but the teaching message is he's dangerous. He wants to argue, but I'll protect you from him. This is something I have to endure, but you don't. He can be swayed with a little kindness and charm. He's our boss, but we don't like it because he's unfair. The girl child watches her mother simulate several emotions, pleasures, admiration, enthusiasm, interest, and cooperation. But the cutting side of the issue is that the mother obviously is projecting fake agreement and it seems to work. The addition to these negative impressions about the capabilities and the inconsistencies of the black man who's gone all the time away, the girl child is introduced to fairy tales as bedtime stories. Some of the stories are fantasy about the wonderful life white men and white women lead. They tell about how gallant the white man is and how he always saves the day for the white woman. Sometimes the stories are about black people. Most of the children books are written by black females who represent the black man in superficial roles, or those are shown as black men practicing a white lifestyle. The descriptions are usually vague since the black woman does not know or admit to good values in a black man. One can only describe with words what one knows or discovers. The black woman is hard pressed to dig up good renditions about the black man and put it into words. Since she doesn't live it, she can't report about it. If the books are about Africa, the girl child still cannot really identify or mesh the African king idea with her daddy down in the living room sprawled in his favorite chair while she watches her mother work in the kitchen. Her small mind cannot assimilate well enough to distinguish a routine setting from an artificial picture shown in storybooks. The black mother thinks that the fairy tales are harmless entertainment for her daughter and son and have no other intrinsic value to development of the child. A new brain not yet equipped with the psychological tools to filter or disseminate information accepts any and all information in this program with as truth. Fairy tale characters, cartoons, and talking animals represent the truth to them, and judging the outcome and very detrimental to a child's development and reality recognition. Consequently, when the girl child arrives at school, she has already been programmed with a bush full of false ideas about what is real and unreal, and what is for play and what is actually exists. Between seeing and touching real flesh and blood people and being introduced to Mickey Mouse, a talking rat, Cinderella, Snow White, Superman, Cookie Monster, Big Bird, Donald Duck, Casper, Bugs Bunny, the Smurfs, the Muppets, and the Garfield, and a host of other cartoons. She is quite confused. She carried these fantasies into the future. They govern many of her emotions and ideas. They become deeply rooted in her sight and will override true information from other sources. She is not just looking at the cartoons, she is also listening to their dialogue and copies their response. She is taught to love these artificial personalities. During this time, she is also introduced to Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, Cupid, the Tooth Fairy, all of these toy animals, and people are represented to her as good and none of these first heroes, which she taught to love and admire, are black, other than the possibility her girl baby dolls. She is not introduced to her own culture. Be aware that all of the misinformation imparted in this chapter is transmitted to the black female child, usually from the mother, by the time she is 5 years old. What a beginning. So what you think, Real Spill? You still there?
Yeah, I'm in here. I'm trying to be smooth.
Oh, okay, now you good. I'm gonna go to chapter 2 then. Shit.
All right.
Chapter 2, Teenage Years. By the time the black girl child reaches kingdom, she is fully schooled in various manipulative skills available to be used on the black man. The fact that first of all, this is a woman that wrote this book, so y'all don't think that we're being biased or male chauvinist or anything. A woman wrote this book that I am reading. So by the time the black girl child reaches kingdom, she is fully schooled in various manipulative skills available to be used on the black man. The fact that these opinions have been formed from her emotionally wrought mother, television soap operas, Hollywood movies, true romance magazines, and love songs did not matter to her. She believes these are documents of truth that she adhered to be accepted into the womanhood club. By this time, she is eager to learn all she can about the opposite sex with a single motivation of getting the black man to literally eat out of her hand. Keeping certain secrets from the teenage boy as a way of life is already established as the norm. It is during this time that the black teenage girl forms a special bond with her mother regarding black men, a type of in-house conspiracy that may include a warning from the mother about not telling the father how much an item of clothing really costs, not letting the father know that the mother had an accident or forgot to pay an important bill, that the daughter is dating prematurely or came in late, that the daughter is on birth control, keeping quiet about the girl failing a test in school to keep her from being punished or grounded. Any topic discussed that begins with "don't tell your father" is wrong. This kind of conspiracy between the black mother and the black teenage girl seals their secret relationship, one where information is withheld in the name of keeping a peace, a seemingly
It's so hard not to love y'all, man.
yeah, a seemingly honorable intention lies operate on the domino principle. If one lie is told to the teller, it is forced to tell another, and another, and another. At the time the lie may seem harmless enough, they are considered a necessity. Thus, by using these tactics, the black teenage girl continues to prove herself that black men can be manipulated, that black men can be manipulated by instructing her mother to tell her boyfriend that she's not home in order to make him jealous. The mother will usually comply and relate the lie to the black male caller, pretending she is not ready when her date arrives to make him wait, sweaty and worried a little. Using her feminine attributes or flattery and a swivel of the hips to get his attention. She practices how to use sexual ennui by talking to another boy to make him upset or as a threat to test him to see if he's really serious about her. The indirect lessons the black mother was teaching and agreeing with is it's okay to lie to a black man if you're doing it to check his level of affection for you. It's permissible to withhold the truth from the black man if the truth will make him displeased with you. There are some issues that the black man just doesn't understand, and some that are just not his business. Artificial flattery will take her far. All of this refrains all of this refrains for the black teenage girl that the black man is easily seduced. He'll believe whatever you tell him, and that you can get back at him by giving him anxiety. All girls play the same game with their boyfriends, so it's obviously just the way things are and will be. The easiest way to get a black man's attention is to cause him some kind of frustration, resulting from carefully executed plan. And if she doesn't tell him, he'll never know. The teen years are thus spent trying out various things on the black male to test his reaction, sincerity, and the level of interest. She is well versed by the time to sift through whatever black man says out of his mouth and decide,
Me, that's me.
huh?
I'm talking about my friend, my two piece.
Okay. Out of his mouth and decide what he really means, what her reaction should be. Part of this is the explainable psychologists agree that no human
Let me
being
see. Hold on.
sees the world through pristine eyes. What we see is a definite set
You
of
want the green
rules and guide
macaroni and cheese?
a certain viewpoint of various
No,
subjects
no, no, no. Give me the cabbage.
and situations. The very concept of reasoning that a black teenage girl uses to determine what is right and wrong are derived
Yeah,
from a common set of traditionally
I know.
learned rules
I paid for two.
passed on from the black female to another, her mother or female guardian. Often the girl will make up wild stories, create false emergencies, or intentionally stand up for to tease with sex
How would you do it?
vows everlasting love.
What's the other way you would do it? Do it on the side. I don't want all that
They
starting to
also
run out.
demand expensive gifts or costly outings to have the black man calling at her feet, worshiping her eternally is all worth and everything to her. Plus, she confirmed that he definitely should pay for the privilege of her company. The means are always justified by the hope for the predictable end. She gets the black boy in the spot where she wants him to be. She does not know that she is learning to whore.
Alright, she got it.
She does not know that she is learning to
I
whore.
think you made that for me, but I changed my mind. Remember, I
Up
think
to
she
determine
well,
determine up to the
and I started with that, and then it ended.
black mother.
Then you ended up doing that, and then so you might as well just give it all to me. So I let it go.
She does not know she's learning to whore. Up until during Kingdom, the black mother in rearing the black daughter must explain sex to her and get ready to meet the world, which she realized will evolve in some way around opposite sex. The black man. Her advice, whether accepted or not, is given from the personal point of view and the result of her own experience with the black man. The same advice she herself took and used throughout the lifetime of the black girl she passes on. Her instructions after she explains the anatomy part may go something like this. Get a good education so you can get a good job and take care of yourself. So you won't have to count on no man. Make your own money so you can be your own boss. You know you can't trust them, so be careful. All men want is to get in your pants. Play the field for a while, find out what you want. Don't just believe what he tells you. Check him out. Don't let him get you pregnant. You can tell a man all your business. You can't tell a man all your business. Don't spend your money. Make him pay for it. Make him do something for you. Don't spend all your time with him for nothing. Get with the one who's got the most money, and the rules go on and on. I call them rules because while girls are often rebellious during the stage when it comes to setting their own standards regarding whom they would date, they still hear the negative implications of the above instructions and apply them whenever they choose. This kind of teaching means testing feelings in any way you
That
can.
was
Sex is the only motivation the black man has. Sex is a weapon to use to get what you want. You can't trust what he tells you. He owes you something, material or financial, if you go out with him. Be promiscuous. It's the sweet to settling down. The black daughter is compelled by nature to follow without reason the example of the black mother throughout her life, which is called instinct. They do this as they do as the mother did. By her example and teaching, the character of the black girl is stamped. With the characteristics of the black mother, everyone is largely what the mother makes. The more percepts that the black teenage girl adopts are not her own. They are split between what she learned from her mother and what white society preaches.
passed down trauma.
Certainly, peer pressure is not to be taken into consideration. Mostly, the peer pressure is from other black teenage girls who have been raised similar opposing positions to the black man. This is the standard process which does not vary from much from household to household. The homemaking skills that a teenage girl picks up from her mother may be adequate, cooking, cleaning, laundry, and shopping. Or she may be brought up in an ultra modern setting where it is thought to be cute for a girl not to know how to cook or keep a house. If the teenage girl has been pumped with ideas of being some kind of super career woman, then she will ignore housework altogether, believing that she will never have to attend to such minimal duties. Things like meal planning, sewing, taking care of her man and her children, and making a peaceful home for her husband are not taught. She watches the mother run the house, and depending on her mother's attitude about it, she forms the same opinion. If mother act like serving a man is bored, so would a daughter. If the mother does not serve the man at all, the daughter would not do the same. If the daughter never witnessed the mother serving a man because she is a single parent household, then she would deem such actions as demeaning or reserved for special occasions only. It is unlikely that a girl raised in such a home will have a natural inclination towards taking care of her man in her home.
See what they come at us with.
She has no model for it. Homemaking skills have to be taught at home by the mother. If the black man would like to have a visual picture of what's today, black teenage girls are doing and thinking, he should take a few minutes out of his schedule to look at the Soul Train Dance Music Show, which come on television every week. This show gives vent to all the filth that ends up causing the black man problems with the black woman years later. Of course, this is not the only example. It is a major one that is televised. The style of clothing, the nakedness, the lewd and shameful facial expressions in dance movies demonstrated that the low level of behavior of our teenage black girls, the black teenage boys. Their dance movies and faces are a result of an idea to have as young women that to be seen and admired, they must reveal their bodies and twist and grind in wild fashion in public. Another Dante's Inferno. Many of the black teenage girls are able to pass for adult women because how they dress and carry themselves, dedicating their entire existence to functioning in such a way to attract the sexual advances of a man. Many black mothers approve of this behavior and do nothing to control or dignified behavior. Most do not stop them because they do not know how. That was chapter 2. What you think?
Well, I think that's a lot of trauma being passed down. Sound like the mama is putting her trauma and her issues down, passing it down to the daughter, and that's unfair to us. But you actually setting her up if you telling her, the man is to provide, but you're not giving him nothing to provide for, then you setting yourself up for failure because you offer nothing but what you look like, and what you look like doesn't last a long time. It's just for a certain period of time that you're gonna be able to live off that because it's always a new one. It's
Yeah.
always a new style coming out, you know. And we gonna want that new style, but see where they said where they go wrong is men with us. We're always we're in style always from the beginning to the end because we have the resources to that they thirst for, that they what I'm saying, are seeking at any age. You know what I'm saying? So you always gonna to need us to do something for you. So that's but you setting yourself up when you offer nothing, especially when like even with those situations, with those mind states, you got to get. This is why it's not good to jump into nothing young because you really don't even understand what you're doing, or you know what I'm saying, or how to deal with certain things because we living off of the bad shit that someone told us to do. So you know what I'm saying, and they may have given us some bad advice. So it's a lot trying to do some shit when you young. That's why it always ends bad. You don't even know how to control yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when these heartbreaking situations come about, you don't know how to respond to them the right way because it's new and you just hurt and you don't and you go into these you know mind states, these fucking mind states that you don't understand. Your mind not even developed enough to understand how to deal with it. So you need to live a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need to be trying to marry your high school sweetheart because it's gonna be, what I'm saying, a new girl on the west. You on the west side. You go to the east side, you're gonna find somebody finer than the one you got on the west side. And now here it is, and then she like you. Now you wanna, so it's a lot of committing to shit that you don't even understand what's all the way out there.
But like she was saying, I honestly think a lot of it does start with the parents.
It do. It passed down trauma.
You know, that shit did make sense. They studying a woman's always studying a mother,
Well,
mimicking her and everything. So when she's talking and men ain't shit. Niggas ain't
man,
niggas ain't that. Niggas ain't that. She picking up on it now. Got an idea in her head. Niggas ain't shit. Mama said niggas ain't shit. So that's how they is.
that's the mind state they're gonna lead with.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when they try to manipulate and use their body and all that shit, and then they end up getting they get their own damage because men we are coaching our sons.
Yeah.
That's the part that they don't even understand unless they have brothers. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll know like, oh no, they be doing them like this, so I'm act like, you know what I'm saying? But we all are important, and we need to value. We need to present or value each other the way that we, you know, to need to value each other in front of these kids. Because if we don't, you're not valuing me behind my back, and I'm doing all of this shit for you. Then, that's how my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have the ability to communicate with your child. See what I'm saying? This is why it's important that you be real selective with who you have kids with, because you definitely need to be in your child's life. Because you want to kind of rewire that shit that she trying to put in her. Why? What's up? What you got going?
Yeah. I think it was some good information.
Yeah, it's always good information, especially like if she being honest. Especially when she being honest,
Yeah,
because she telling us about shit that she seen or she may have done before.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And that shit is crippling. You know what I'm saying? To it's damaging. So this is the damage I was telling you about earlier that we come up with already damaged values and ways to get to operate we operating in a damaged uh mind state already. So you know what I'm saying? So you coming into it plotting with a plan to scheme your way up on something. The way she explained it, how women raise their daughters.
yeah. That's exactly what it is.
You know what I'm saying? So you operating within that, and you don't know this dude, that has what you seeking. He got a little game too. So you gonna trick you out of that. You know what I'm saying? Then you start finding out, about you thinking you the special situation, and you're not. You know what I'm saying? You end up hurting yourself. Now niggas ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Now here you go. Now you got your damage. Now instead of and that it's all parenting. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you got to try to not put your trauma in your child and your children. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep children as innocent as possible, but you got to make them aware also. And that don't mean, you know what I'm saying, act like you are fucking the royalty of the land and everything's gonna fall at your feet. It don't work like that.
Yeah, but see, the mother's got to teach the child how to love a black man.
Well, yeah, but see, if she don't properly know how to love a black man, how she gonna teach it?
Well, she can start off with teaching them respect. When the daddy say something, don't overrule him.
But you have to give examples of that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But see, some kids, like when you involved, when you're there, you know what I'm saying, and you have a irresponsible person with you that act off those type of standards, and it's not right. You have to be responsible. You got to be a responsible one, and try to stick around to make sure that those those traits are not dropped into your child, because you as the man has the ability to rewire that shit. You know what I'm saying? To prove it wrong. You know what I'm saying?
no, I'm gonna disagree with you on that
What?
because you can try to rewire it,
Mm-hmm.
but you're going to need a lot of time. And as a man, if you and the mother not together, you're not going to have a lot of time with that child.
You're not. You're right.
The
It
mother's going to
does
have a lot
require
of
time.
time, so she's gonna see what the mother do and how the mother live. She only with you
Mm-hmm.
maybe for the weekend. She only
Yeah.
with you maybe for the summertime.
Yeah. And
But
then every time but see, you still, just because you're not in the household, don't mean you have to just not communicate and be
okay, I'm gonna give you a prime
in
example.
the
I'm gonna give you a prime example. My kid's not with
yeah.
me, so when they come and
You
I
know
tell
what
them,
I'm saying?
and
Because sometimes, sometimes, sometimes,
nigga, sometime
hello,
what?
what you say?
I'm here. I was listening
Oh
to
no,
you.
I wasn't cutting you off. I was trying to hear what you were saying.
Oh, okay. So, give you an example. My kids ain't with me, so when they come, the shit that they do with their mother, they know they can't do with me.
Hmm.
So it's a whole different vibe. They
Yep.
cool though. They cool.
Hmm.
But when they go out with their mother, they happy. They super happy because they know over here is rules and regulations. Shit happens.
Right. It's a structure.
Yeah, it's a structure. You get punished. Shit happens. No, ain't no cussing at your sister. Ain't no fighting your sister. Shit happens to them. I don't laugh at
Yeah.
bad behavior. I don't reward bad behavior.
Boom. Yeah. And
You see what I'm
then
saying?
see that's what mothers do. Mothers reward the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it's no fault to them. No. You know what I'm saying? Because they just have a bond with their kids that they don't want to see them hurt. We don't want to see them hurt neither. But at the same time, it's shit you need to understand about life in general. So you have to have some type of punishment for the behavior for your behavior, so you can understand that you need to correct that shit. It's not. Motherfuckers think that we'll be hard on them because that's just what we want to do. It ain't what we want to do. We would rather, do, the rewarding shit, but you got to do the shit to get the rewards. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Motherfucker ain't mean and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker ain't trying to restrict you from nothing. Motherfucker give you anything, but you can't be around this motherfucker thinking that it's just gonna be given. Nobody is giving anything. I gotta go to work every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Or I gotta talk a motherfucker out of saying it's work too, every day. So you think that I'm doing all of this shit just to, you know, reward you for and you ain't did nothing, or you basic bare minimum shit you supposed to do. Yeah, you supposed to do that. Like that's not because see, so that's another thing. Like you could confuse the situation thinking that well I go to school and I do get good in school. Well, you supposed to do that. It's not something that's not a rewarding thing. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
But your co-parent may feel like that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. It's not the complete thing. You have to be responsible for stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you have to have. You have to show that you had the ability to take care of certain things. You know what I'm saying? Consistently and not just one time and here and one time there. And just because I asked you know this shit need to be done, do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I shouldn't have
that's
to.
the. Yeah, I shouldn't have to ask because you see it. You know. Like you smart. I know you smart. I raised you. You know what I'm saying? You're a part of me. You're of me. So I know you see it. But I also understand me when I was that age too. I ain't always do that type of shit. So I kind of give it a pass though. But at the same time, I'm not. You're not getting. I didn't get the rewards that I felt like I wanted because I was doing that type of shit. So I get bare minimum shit. Like you need a pair of shoes, that's the shoes. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. And you only got that because it's a new school year. You know what I'm saying? You ain't did shit. So motherfuckers. But see, it's kind of hard to get them to understand what you're doing because you know what you're doing. They're not gonna catch it until later on. They'll appreciate it later on. Like, damn, I'm glad I listened. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? Like that later on shit is the shit that saved their life. If you always pacifying them and giving them and not helping them under, because you could tell a motherfucker all kind of shit. You could scream at the top of your lungs, but if you don't punish or if you don't, you know what I'm saying, make a motherfucker feel the results of that shit, then they not gonna listen to that shit. I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck. You still gonna do it.
Yeah, that's rewarding their bad behavior.
Yeah, but they don't give a fuck. Like they not. I don't care what you say. Just
And
yeah,
then
yeah, whatever. Just do it. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Pretty much.
yeah, that's just like with your daughter or my daughter. We might tell them, "Hey, now you can't have this goddamn candy." They gonna cry to mama. Mama give them the candy. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? No,
it's the
you
complete opposite with me. I'm
oh,
the
okay.
soft nigga.
Okay.
But I understand what I'm doing though. Like I know it's a
Yeah,
bad. I know it's not always good to do that. So I kind of I know, but I know what I'm doing though. So I know how to correct it when it's time to correct
yeah.
it. You talk about a toddler for real. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about somebody that can think, you know what I'm saying? These
She can
motherfuckers
think.
thinking and they manipulate. Well, yeah, because she, you know, we talking about a motherfucker
She thinks about it when her mother tell her no. She thinks about it. She know if I go add daddy, she
yeah,
yeah, she
and look,
thinks about it.
and
Nigga.
all I gotta,
No, just
and
because she
all
a
I gotta
toddler,
do
though.
is
No,
try.
hell no, we're not
Yeah,
gonna do that. She thinks about it. She know. She peep game. She
and
see
all
everything, just like
I,
they see and hear everything and
and
understand. They
all you
watching.
gotta do is cry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
here you
yeah,
go. Here
you
you
right,
go, baby.
but it's just, I told you, I'm a soft nigga. I'm telling you, but at the
But
same
see,
time, like
I think
I
it's
do.
okay. But I think it's okay when a father does it because you're not doing it with no ill intentions.
Right.
They let her know. So if I come to my daddy, I can get it. I can talk to my daddy. You know, if we
Yeah.
don't agree, because mama be having attitude sometimes. So she's seeing both. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you
So
want to
she kind of
develop a relationship where she
yeah,
tell you everything.
yeah,
Cause boy, I get a fucking load of it. Like you come home and then wham. You know what I'm saying? Somebody did, telling on everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. I would rather that you tell me.
yeah.
You know, I'm talking about don't tell nobody. You tell me because I know what to do with the information. Somebody else might not. And I need you to grow up doing this. You know, you know what I'm saying? So but that also forms the trust. And you could break that trust during the course of these years, and then she'll start falling back from you. So, like it's the actually raising and developing of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? For real, you know. So you kind of gotta watch what you do. You know, but even this even with the situation, if y'all not together, you still have to act in accordance to some peaceful shit when you're dealing with her because you don't want to show out in front of your kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But see, we are, you know, everybody had different reasons, you know what I'm saying, behind what they're doing. For the most part, dudes, they just be wanting to control the girl. They don't give a fuck about their kids for real at all. They don't give a fuck
They know.
for real. They just want to just know what her, you know, what she doing with what's between her legs. They don't even care about. They'll say that. Oh, I want the kids. I want the kids, nigga. You don't give a fuck. You did take the kids. Oh, ass nigga. Nobody got them hostage here. Come get these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's stupid as shit.
But it's true though. Like if you really cared about your kids and you ain't want no nigga around your kids, nigga, come get them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll make some more babies. You know what I'm saying? But it's not about the kids for real. It's about you and what she doing and what you don't agree with what she doing because you just want to control the pussy. You don't want to control. You don't want. You know what I'm saying? You really don't want her. You just want to control the pussy. And that shit sad. That shit that shit fuck up relationships. Good ones. Cause she don't even know she being manipulated with the kids too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how you get. Did he want to work it out? Not. And I'm just gonna be for the kid. And then that shit broke up in a month because the nigga still the same nigga. That nigga
Yeah.
ain't gonna change. But I
No.
ain't hating though. Go ahead, go figure it out. See what's going on with it. You know what I'm saying? But when you come back. You know what I'm saying? With something in your hand. You know what I'm saying? But see, because I'm not the nigga that's worried about what you do with your. I understand attraction, you know. I understand lust, you know what I'm saying. I be going through it, so I like shit too. And it ain't always you. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. I ain't hurt by it, but and it's a process, you know what I'm saying. So when you're dealing with someone in that situation, you know what I'm saying, with kids, with outside kids, you gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? These kids don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? Their mama is the leading reason of they're gonna be the determining factor of whether how the relationship is between child and step parent.
Yeah, that's
You
why.
know?
That's why if the house on fire, they gonna come get mama and leave daddy in there.
Yep. They don't
You
give a
gonna be
fuck
the last
about
one.
Yeah. No matter what you did for these motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't come get their mama.
Mm-hmm.
But their mama is all they know. So you gotta know that you put yourself in that situation. You gotta own that shit. You gotta know that, hey, I'm putting y'all before me, and I understand that I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? But once it gets too overwhelming, you gotta understand how to remove yourself from that shit also.
Yeah.
'Cause you don't want to get trapped in that. That's unhealthy to you. You know what I'm saying? That's unfair to you. And a lot of us don't think about us too much. Well, what happens is we start thinking about the loss, like all we've sacrificed and what we've done. When in reality, nigga, you've been broke before. You got all that shit you got. You was able to do that shit like you did it. All you got to do is cut it off and leave it alone and build it back up. But a lot of us, a lot of niggas, they wanna punish. You know what I'm saying? They want something back. This is why I always say, ladies gotta understand when to pull out, when to leave the situation. I know it's good. I know it's providing. You know what I'm saying? It's serving its purpose. Huh? I know it's serving its purpose. But shit, when that nigga going broke, he gonna want you to do something to get that money back up. If you ain't willing to do that, you might need to leave before he asks you. Way before. Let him build that shit back up. Then go back in. Get some more.
Yeah.
Keep it going. But see, that's a level of game, people don't understand. Like, you ain't always gotta be with her 24/7, or you ain't always gotta be with him 24/7, dictate his movements. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, he go through ups and downs, just like everybody else. Get out of there before he asks you for that shit, and you tell him no, and he start resenting you, and he start feeling like you owe me, I own you, type shit. That's those situations they get into, by not leaving the situation before it get too uh in distress, especially with a motherfucker you ain't finna do nothing for. You gotta let that shit. You gotta let that nigga go. Let him live. Let him breathe for a minute. But they so scared that another bitch gonna come in and take it away.
Yeah, they ain't doing right. Somebody else will swoop in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's how it go. You know what I'm saying?
And then she might be doing only gonna last a little bit.
Yeah, but see, look, what she afraid of is letting him see something better, something, the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women be banking on the fact that this nigga don't know what real shit look like.
Yeah.
They think that you ain't never seen no motherfucker that really fucked with you. They be thinking they the first one. And then they trick themselves. And then they be hurt, and then saying all the little bitter shit come around, and they gotta, sidestep that shit for real. That's one thing you don't want. You gotta identify that bitter shit, cause you know what I'm saying. The motherfuckers be trying to wipe you out for real, cause they mad they can't get their way. And even though they know that their way ain't the right way, you know what I'm saying. Even though they know they ain't doing the shit the right way, they still want to try to make you believe. No, this is it. This is the right shit. What the fuck down.
Well, man, that was a good topic. That's the
How long
first.
we been on here?
Huh?
How long we been on here?
An hour and 14 minutes.
It's gonna be over with. We done.
Yeah.
Ah man, talk about these hoes all night, nigga.
I
Come on, man.
don't want to. I'm trying not to. I'm really trying to keep my lives like 30 minutes so some people can actually go watch them.
Okay.
You see what I'm
Well,
saying?
start over. Put a new shit in the thing.
No, we ain't gonna start over, man. We gonna.
So you ain't going live again?
Huh? No, I ain't gonna go live again.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go live. Come to
And
my live.
I'll pull up on you then. I just want
All
to thank everybody for tuning in. Real Spill finna go live, man. I'm gonna pull up over his panel, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. The book that we just read, It's called the Blackman'S Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. So we try to understand y'all. We ain't got nothing against y'all. So
Oh
we
no,
really
nigga, we know you. We know you. We know your game. Don't come with the game. That's all you
yeah,
gotta
we
do.
know the game. Yeah, of course we know the game, but we just try to learn some more things about y'all that maybe it can help us, you know. And then I also got the Black Woman's Guide to Understanding the Black Man. So when we finish this one, y'all can maybe understand us a little more, you know. Everything life is a learning lesson, and I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to teach. You feel me?
Me
So
too.
with
I'm a
that said,
substitute teacher.
yeah. With that said, we're gonna run this Derek Jeter before we get out of here, man.
Again. Street pains right
Look,
now.
look, all the comments popped up now, bro.
Yo, foreigner, you crazy for this one.
You see him now?
I see every comment now.
Yo, the bang.
That's crazy.
From the corner, get a sack, there Reeves. Niggas always fucking out the back for no reason. Get a check like Nike, this ain't no Adidas. They love me in New York, they treat me like I'm Jared Jeter. From the corner, get a sack, there Reeves. Niggas always fucking out the back for no reason. Get a check like Nike, this ain't no Adidas. They love me in New York, they treat me like I'm Jared Jeter. Niggas out here scared to get a sack, will it be me? Everybody know I play a rap, Venus Serena. Think my Mason bitch, I nickname her Selena. If I shoot my shot, I don't miss Gilbert Arenas. Niggas know they ain't seeing me, John Cena. From the corner, get a sack, nigga, Derek Reeves. Niggas always fucking off the back for no reason. If the laws get behind this bitch, and I'ma leave 'em. Get a check like Nike, but this ain't no Adidas. They love me in New York, they treat me like I'm Jared Jeter. Cross a nigga over, I'm Jimmy Butler with this heater. Niggas know I keep a Drew Brees, that's a Nina. Fucking like I brought my bitch a brand new Beamer. My pop still riding old school Catalina. From the corner, get a sack, there Reeves. Niggas always fucking out the back for no reason. Get a check like Nike, this ain't no Adidas. They love me in New York, they treat me like I'm Jared Jeter. From the corner, get a sack, there Reeves. Niggas always fucking out the back for no reason. Get a check like Nike, this ain't no Adidas. They love me in New York, they treat me like I'm Jared Jeter.
And once again, I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. We will be going live on Spill Page, the motherfucking real Spill, the real deal, man.
Yeah, man, we're gonna kick that shit, man. We're gonna talk our shit. I ain't
Yeah.
going live though right now.
Okay, well, let me know when you go live. I'll tap in, man.
All right, that's what's up, man. But
Appreciate
soon
you.
though.
Huh?
Soon though, if I don't go live, none of my homies go live, I'm gonna be up in their panel. So I'll be around.
All right, I'm gonna go. I ain't gonna be on nobody's panel. I'll be in their chats. Hank is finna go live at 8:05. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go see what Hank is talking about.
Cam is live right now.
Oh, damn, it's too much.
Yeah.
Fuck on.
Hank is at 8:05, so that's 1 minute. But Cam is already live right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go show both of them some love then.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hit their chats and show them love.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
All
If you go, let me know, bro.
All right.
That's a bet.
Yeah. Peace and love, everybody.
Peace and love.